This video is a series of tutorials to help you get started. You'll learn what the buttons in the course do, how the course timer works, and how to set up your browser to avoid problems. Good luck with your course. In this tutorial, we're going to show you the main buttons in the course and how they function. To start, you need to log in using the username and password fields. When you first log in, you should see some buttons on the left side of the screen. Those buttons are View Record, Open Lessons, Messages, FAQ, Help, and Logout. We're going to spend most of this tutorial on the View Record and Open Lessons button, learning how to navigate through the course. The View Record button is a place where you can monitor your progress while taking the course. This section of the system allows you to change your password and view the quizzes and tests you've already completed. You can also see how far along in the course you are. The Open Lessons button brings up the main navigation buttons at the top of the screen. If you have trouble seeing them, look for a gray bar that you can pull down to resize the window. Let's start with the Textbook button. The Textbook button opens your online textbook. You should see the last page you were on when you were taking the course, or the first page of the course if this is the first time you're logging in. There are a few buttons that appear at the top of the page. The Select New Module button, the Page Drop-Down List and Open Page button, and the Back and Forward buttons. You'll also find a media player that's used to narrate the page. You can start and stop the audio by using the buttons on the player. The Select New Module button takes you to a screen that explains how to use it. Beside it, you'll see a drop-down list and an Open Chapter button. This is a list of all the chapters in the textbook. You can read the chapters in any order that you like, but you can only take the tests and quizzes in numerical order. So it's best to start at Module 1 and read from there. If you get lost in the book or feel you've skipped forward in the textbook, you can use this button to return to the module you want to be reading. Simply choose the module from the drop-down list and click on the Open Chapter button. It'll take you to the first page of that chapter. The Open Page drop-down list and button allow you to navigate through the current chapter. Simply click on the drop-down list, choose a page, and click on the Open Page button. You'll be taken to the page you selected. The Back and Forward buttons allow you to move one page forward and one page back in the textbook. There is also a First Page and Last Page button, which will take you to the first page in the chapter and the last page in the chapter. The Exercises button at the top of the screen takes you to the online workbook pages or exercise pages. These exercise pages are not mandatory to complete the course, but if you have completed the textbook and all of the quizzes and tests, and you've still not built up the needed 30 hours, you can come to this section to gain more time. There are a series of exercise pages based on the information you've learned in the course. The Retake Quiz button automatically takes you to the next quiz that you need to continue. It'll tell you which quiz you're taking at the top of the screen, and there will be a large Start Quiz button on the screen. Click the Start Quiz button to begin the quiz. The Retake Test button is a lot like the Retake Quiz button. It takes you to the next test that you need to continue the course. If you've not read all the pages of a module, or if you've not taken all of the quizzes in a module, you'll be told to go back to the textbook or return to the quiz. Once you've completed all of the textbook pages and quizzes, you'll be able to take the test and move forward in the course. That covers all the basic navigation buttons in the system. To log out, click on the Logout button, and it'll take you back to the main page after saving all of your information. I hope that helps, so have a great day, and good luck with the course. This video is about the timer in the online course. By law, you must spend at least 30 hours working in the online course. You can put in more than 30 hours and that's not a problem, but you can't put in less. Time is calculated when you're in the textbook, exercises, quizzes, and tests. The exercises are not mandatory for completing the course. They're there specifically to help you gain extra time if you've completed the textbook, the quizzes, and tests, but you haven't accumulated the 30 hours of time yet. Also, remember that you can't leave the course while taking it. If you stay on one page of the textbook or exercises too long, the timer will stop counting your time. I hope this video helped, and have good luck with your course. Before you start, it's important that you activate cookies in your browser. A cookie is a file that's sent from the program to your computer and used for security purposes. Without this file, the course will not work properly. Let's start with Google Chrome. In Google Chrome, you need to click on these three lines in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Once you get the drop-down list, click on Settings. After you click on Settings, this tab should open up. It's the Settings tab. Now scroll down to the very bottom of the page to find the Show Advanced Settings link. Click on that link, and underneath, the Privacy section should open up. There should be a button right beside it called Content Settings. Click on Content Settings. You're going to see a window that opens up and you'll see Cookies. This is going to allow you to set your cookie parameters. There is a button that says Manage Exceptions. Click on Manage Exceptions. What will open up is a window that will allow you to enter the trusted sites into your settings. There is a field at the bottom of the window that you can copy and paste the website from your web browser directly into. Then click on Done. Once the site is in your exceptions, you can close the window by clicking on the X at the top. You can close the second window by clicking at the X at the top. Now you can also close this tab completely. Now you're ready to go in Google Chrome. Now let's try it in Firefox. In Firefox, you will either have a menu or an orange button at the top. If you have a menu, click on the Tools menu, and you're going to click on the Options option. A window for options will open up. If you have an orange button, it's essentially the same, except you click on the orange button, you click on Options, and you click on Options again. You'll see the Options window open up. In order to allow cookies in Firefox, you must click on the History drop-down list, click on Use Custom Settings for History. Make sure you accept cookies from sites by checking this checkbox, and click on the Exceptions button. There's a field for you to enter the address that you can copy directly from your web browser. Copy the website address in, then click on Allow. To close the window, click on Close or the red X at the top. And again, click on the OK button to close this window down. And you're done. Here's how you accept cookies in Internet Explorer. Click on the little gear at the top right-hand corner of the window. Then click on Internet Options from the drop-down list. In the window that opens, click on the Privacy tab. In the Privacy tab, click on the Sites button. Now here is a field where you can add the web address of the sites you want to accept cookies from. Simply copy it from your browser and paste it into this field. Then click on the Allow button. Now click on the OK button to close this window, and click on the OK button to close the second window. And that's how it's done. If you don't see changes right away, you may need to close down your browser and reopen it again, just to make sure that the changes have taken effect. That should help stop any problems you may be having in accessing the course. This video is about our live help system. If you've difficulty in the course or you have questions, you can use this feature. This feature is available during normal business hours. Depending on which course you're taking, the live help system can be activated either from a tab in the top right-hand corner or from the menu button on the bottom left of the screen. Click on the tab or button to go to the live help screen. It's a simple page with some text at the top and a live help button underneath. If you're accessing this system during non-business hours, the button on the screen will read Offline. Click the Online button to continue. A form will appear asking for your name and email. You can access the Live Help system without entering your email address. However, if the technician needs to contact you later to solve the issue, the email address can be helpful. Your address will not be used for marketing purposes and will not be saved in any database. Once you've filled out the form, click on the Connect button to continue. The Live Help Messenger should open and a Live Help technician should greet you. In the bottom of the Live Help Messenger, there's a box that says Enter your message. This is where you type your question. Once you've typed out your question, click on the blue Send button in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen to send the message to a technician. Simply tell them what your issue or question is, and they'll do their best to help you through it. That's the basics of the Live Help system. I hope this video helped you, and have good luck with your course.